quick update on Spotykach, our dual looper. In the last video, we dove into real mode. Today, a quick look into slice mode. It's polyphonic, it's got a built-in sequencer, and it's seriously fun. Can't wait to show you. Let's get to it. If you're new here, I'm Ro'i. This is Synthx Academy. Spotykach started here in our community on Discord. It's led by Vlad Litvinenko, who had this wild idea for a dual looper packed with creative tools and all sorts of wacky magic, I would call this. Before we play a bit with the slice mode, I want to thank everyone who pre-ordered already. This video is especially for you, squeezed in between Superbooth prep madness, so we really appreciate everyone who supported the project so far. And speaking of Superbooth, pre-orders will be open again in May 2025 during Superbooth. We've got something special planned for this release, limited time only for that weekend, so make sure to join our newsletter and Discord if you haven't already, so you won't miss out. Making this video quite fast, I forgot to mention that the interface is changed. So this is the interface you guys saw last time, and it is quite chaotic. I have to say that I'm doing everything by hand. I'm drawing this on an iPad or even on paper and then bringing it to a digital space. So yeah, this is cleaner and it implements a lot of the feedback we received from you guys. There's also a couple of things that change in terms of functionality that relate to the interface. You can see now that there's a real slice and drift mode. Real is inspired by 40s and 60s tape music, and slice, think about 2000s drum and bass, and drift is going to be generative and granular vibes. So more on that in a future video. The fader used to be a Spotykach fader, but it's now changed. Spotykach fader was supposed to implement all sorts of generative chaos into the design, into your performance, and now you'll be able to do this with the touchpads. So the fader is going to be used to mix between A and B. There are more changes coming, LED feedback, CV, etc. I'll cover those in the next update when everything is ready, because it's going to be a bit hard to cramp everything into one video. Alright, enough talk. Let's look into the slice mode. Slice mode. Let's first of all turn on our clock and click. So I'm going to hold tap and bring this up, so we can now hear our click. This is built into the unit. And we can now record on the click. We can also change the clock speed, of course. Cool. Let's maybe do something a bit faster. And now let's do Alt play to arm my deck. I'm just going to record on one side now, although I could do both. And I'm going to play on the clock. Let's now turn this off. Great. Now, what I can do is I can implement a sequence into this. And let's add some reverb and change the envelope shape. Cool. Now let's mix deck B and arm record gonna change my mix to the center so I can actually hear what I'm doing. Great. And I'm going to reverse this. There's still some glitches that we need to fix. But what's happening now is that we're basically hearing a polyphonic looper. I'm just going to hear B track now, so it's not confusing. But look what happens when I make my slice a bit longer than that. It's basically playing the same slice, but one after another, 4 times. Which is quite beautiful, because now I can mix between the two, and I can change the size. And we don't have it implemented yet, but this switch right here, when it's all the way to the right, it's going to allow us to mix left and right and play with the signals in a generative way. So now we're hearing only stereo, and it's not really panning anything, but it will be implemented. The potential of this for sound exploration is I really can't wait to get all the CV control implemented, which is going to happen in the coming weeks. And of course, we're just scratching the surface here, because we're basically using the same recording, same instrument recorded on both sides, and we could connect a mixer here and record multiple instruments. Each deck can have its own recordings, and it can be mono or stereo, and yeah, there are lots of ways that we could expand on this. But yeah, I promise to make a video every week, so I'm making a video, although this is a super stressful moment in terms of development and preparing for Superbooth, so I hope you'll excuse me. That's it for today. Now, if you have any suggestions, if you think about this slice mode and you think about features that you might be missing, or things that would make this more playful, more useful for you, please drop them in the comments below. Come hang out on our Discord, links in the description if you want to join. There are close to 2,000 people there now, which is absolutely amazing. It's a vibrant community of musicians, designers, engineers, artists, sharing ideas and helping one another explore this world of instrument design. If you found this interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe. In the next update, we're going to play with drift mode, or probably with CV and LEDs, yeah, depending on how much we can actually finish. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.